Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's Leonard. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show! Special segment for February and March midweek drops. Normally Saturday monologues and normally a guest appearance on a Wednesday. February and March, 2 a week, Tuesday and Thursdays, in order to get caught up on some interviews that have been stacking up. Enjoy. Warning. This episode contains some audio and or video glitches. It was not your equipment. Joining me today is Sophia Dias, S on the end, not a Z, D-S, D-I-A-S. Of course, behind the scenes video will be displayed on the bottom of the screen. And if you're seeing behind the screen, it seems the zoom in her window there. It's really small there, but you can see it. At any rate, she's a musician, author, chef, and of course, my first question will then be, does she sing while she's cooking or only while in the shower? For the benefit of the transcript, we're both laughing. It's a joke. But welcome to the show, Sophia.
Thank you so very much for having me, Joseph. This is an incredible pleasure.
Yeah. Before we get into musician, author, chef, let's back up this garbage truck. Beep, beep, right? Where were you born and raised? Where are you now? Any significant places you've been to in the meantime between?
I was born in a former Portuguese enclave called Goa in India. It was a former Portuguese enclave for 450 years, a strategic place for the Portuguese for their shipping business. My father's from Lisbon. My mother's from Goa. I spent very little time there.
Yeah, well, Goa, get out of here. Bum. Right? Yeah, sorry, can't pass the lame puns. Continue.
My father was a civil servant, and he got placed in various places across the world. Spent a little bit of time, my early years in South Africa, in Kenya, then moved up to the UK and traveled across over 46 countries in pursuit of my culinary pursuits, which I was interested from a very young age. So I really didn't have much time, to...
Yeah, okay, can't pass the joke.
Or anything. I was quite busy and focused.
Yeah, another joke, culinary, right? So you're still a serial killer. You call the herd, bum. And there's a little bit of a delay here for everyone to understand. And there's also some, not an echo, but some chirpy digital feedback. I hope that's not coming through in the final product, but if indeed it is, apologies. I don't know what's up with Zoom. But anyway, what did you become first? The musician, the author, or the chef?
My background is marketing and design. I'm a fashion designer. I also design futuristic eyewear. I launched my company in Milan, Italy in 2012. So that is really essentially business is my background. Culinary, I've been fascinated with food and cuisine and culture from a very early age. So that's a hobby. It's a passion. And music came just by accident. I was sitting in my hotel balcony in Istanbul in Turkey, and I was watching the BBC News, and over there popped up a lovely lady that I'd heard and read a lot about called Nazanin Ratcliffe, a dual citizen of Great Britain and Iran. And her story was out on the BBC. You know, she was being held against her will for 6.5 years.
I think I've heard this story. Yeah, please go on.
And then, you know, I was moved to write a song for her. So I wrote my first song during COVID called Psalm 23 in French, in the French language. I retained the title Psalm 23, and I wrote my own lyrics, and I rang Clive Hunt, the music producer who produced my first single and my other 2 albums. And Clive was based in Jamaica and St. Catherine. And I told him my vision. I shared with him what I'd written. And very soon from Turkey, I arrived into Chicago, which was home then for me. And within the next week, I was on a flight to Kingston, Jamaica. And we recorded the first single at Tuff Gong International Recording Studios with a fantastic team. We hired a Grammy Award-winning music engineer, Shane Brown, to engineer the single, and then subsequently my other 2 albums. So it was almost as though the stars aligned, and you know, my guardian angels, you know, were there with me, and we put the whole thing together.
Yeah. You set up another pun. Can't pass, right? I've been to Jamaica, and it's like they're with me in spirit still. Their memory is always Jamaican me crazy. But right? A lame pun. All kinds of people tell it, of course. Not new to anybody, I'm sure. But getting that weird digital audio funky stuff going on still. Hopefully, are you too?
I'm hearing that on my end, and I'm wondering if it's about this. I'm going to move this. How about now?
Well, so far so good now. I'm hearing it again a little bit, but we'll make do. Hopefully it doesn't come through in the final product, and if it does, apologies. Maybe this will be one of the shows you'll want to go read the transcript at Buzzsprout instead, to be able to read it rather than hear the digital interference. But at any rate, my OCD brain and pure curiosity, endless, curiosity of a cat. The logo on the blazer.
The logo on the blazer is Polo Ralph Lauren.
Oh, okay. Well, you did mention fashion. And if I were any kind of fashionista, I'd have probably recognized the logo. People viewing on behind the scenes who do have fashion sense probably already knew that. Musician, author, chef. It's like, I don't know where to go next. Let's talk about the authorship, the books. What is your latest book or most recent?
The most recent book that's going to be launched very shortly. I worked with a fantastic team called Steinbeck Publishing House in New York. They are launching, remarketing my book called Bulletproof. The book itself does not define me. It's just a short chapter of my life, rather unpleasant, where I was placed in a very brutally horrific position where I believe no human being should be placed by another human being. And the book is going to be launched, I believe, mid-December, translated in about 9 languages. And I'll be coming to Detroit to do for my book launch. And I'd definitely like to come by and stop and say hello to you.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe I could come up to your book launch, depending on where it is and when it is and whatnot. But so definitely reach out and let me know when you've got all those details. But yeah, it's important to share those sorts of things, even though we may not really want to, but it's cathartic for ourselves and it can assist others. Yes?
Primarily, that is why the objective and the intention was to, share a little bit of what transpired in those years in my life, and it could help somebody else in their journey.
So the music aspect of things, you mentioned a couple of albums. What type of music? What are the album titles? Are they also available on Amazon and whatnot?
The first album was called Bulletproof. It was a 7-track album, which I wrote.
So an EP in a way, yeah.
Yes, based on real life events. I wrote all the songs and I sang on the album. I had backup vocal support by Clive Hunt, my producer, and he did an amazing job. I felt so supported and loved and protected by the entire team. I worked with amazing, most sought-after musicians worldwide, such as Hector Roots Lewis, Michael Fletcher, Dean Fraser, Shane Brown edited and mixed, engineered the entire album.
Now you're just name dropping. We're laughing, people. We're joking here. We're having fun.
Absolutely. I was just very fortunate to have had such an amazing team.
It takes a village in the biblical proper community sense, not the Hitlery Clinton. It takes the fascist socialist state village. No, it does not. It takes mamas and papas and brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and cousins and nephews, sometimes the next door neighbor to help babysit the child. It takes a community, a biblical community village for anything. It isn't always what you know, it's who you know, and networking if you don't know people. Indeed, it's not all about us, and no one person can do everything. We need help, yes?
Absolutely. I agree entirely. It did take a village and more.
In some cases, oh God, I keep frog in my throat all doggone day today, but can't pass on the pun, right? So sometimes it even takes the village idiot. We're laughing again, people. We're laughing. For those not seeing behind the scenes video, she's laughing. We're laughing together. That's a little bit of fun, not attempting to be purposefully insulting, just some fun. Let's go back to the chef thing. Do you dabble? Right? One thing that drives me crazy here is in America, the diversity, equity, inclusion crowd, they are really, and I've got a video special by the time this airs, came out in November. This will be month old now by the time this airs, but they're really about segregation and separatism, right? Black only dorms that they peddle isn't diverse or inclusive. But America, our Latin motto, e pluribus unum, from many one, is about diversity and inclusion and about coming together in a melting pot. It isn't cultural appropriation if I cook soul food or Mexican food. So do you indeed dabble in all the various wonderful flavors of the various cultures that are out there?
Well, my background, my forte in culinary is primarily European cuisine. So I was in Sardinia in Italy studying Italian cuisine. I studied French cuisine. I also spent some time in Switzerland, England, all across Asia, including Thailand, Hong Kong, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, and also spent some time in culinary schools in South Africa and across the Caribbean. I spent...
you mentioned Italian, so I got to know, do you make gnocchi?
I do.
I'm a part Italian, part German, part Polish in the heritage pile, of course, but yes, absolutely an American. But I recognize the cultures from which I came. And again, if a Mexican wants to cook Italian, that's not cultural appropriation. I don't get all upset and offended. And if I wear a sombrero to go out and celebrate Cinco de Mayo, it's not cultural appropriation. It's called appreciation.
It is indeed appreciation. Yeah.
So yeah, I love gnocchi. Absolutely. I'm divorced now. I still wear the wedding ring, but at our wedding, we specifically went to the hall and said, you know, instead of mustachali noodles, we want gnocchi dumplings, right? And they accommodated us because coincidentally, the same day, same period of time, the owner of the hall was getting married also, and they were having their reception in another part of the same hall, and they said, oh, that's a great idea. Yes, we'll do that because we'll do that for our reception too. So and you know, something different than you go to a wedding or you go to a Christmas dinner, right? They're the same old mustachali. I'm tired of the mustachali. We need a break, right?
Good heavens.
Oh, pardon me again, that doggone frog in my throat. Well, I haven't said your name. I like repeating names. Repeat a name. Marketing. You know marketing 7 times. You want to touch an audience 7 times, 7 different ways if you can. So I try to repeat a name like yours, Sophia Dias, 7 times, and I haven't done that today. But again, behind the scenes video, it'll be on the display. Thank you, Sophia Dias, for stopping by. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you so very much for having me, Joseph. I look forward to seeing you in Detroit and promoting my book.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd love the opportunity. Oh, it always happens. I hit record and the mouth and the brain don't want to work, right? I created a new word. I'll have to put that in my next book, opportunity. The opportunity to get together IRL, right, in real life. Because indeed, for those not looking behind the scenes video, my background has the city of Detroit in it. I'm in a southern suburb. Anyway, the last obvious question is, do you have a website for people to look you up and reach out to you?
The website is under construction, and it should be up and going in about a few weeks' time.
It'll be up by the time this airs. So do you know the URL?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
but a lot of the music, and you know, I'm on Spotify. I'm distributed in over 22 countries. So if people want to listen or know more about me, they could just Google Sophia Dias.
Thank you again, Sophia Dias. I'm still behind on the number 7 there, but I repeated it at least one more time. Take care. God bless.
Thank you so very much, Joseph.
Don't go away. Don't tune out yet. Since Sophia was a musician, I'm going to have a show about AI music creation coming up in the future. And I say in it, spoiler alert, sneak peek, AI music in some genres isn't quite there. I don't say that specifically. I'm kind of backpedaling in advance. But indeed, in some genres, AI music just isn't there. It lacks a lot of the human depth, the human quality, the human ability for vocal flex and fluctuation, and to bring out that inner heartfelt, like especially like country western kind of style music. But I'm throwing this in here because I'm going to tack on a Suno AI music piece that I created. It seems to me like hard rock or heavy metal type genre music is pretty good coming out of AI. So I want to share with you a piece that I wrote, created through Suno, suno.com/@JLenardDetroit. You can find it, that and many other things I've created there. Suno.com/JLenardDetroit. Again, it's not French, it's not Leonard, it's Leonard without an O, J for Joseph, Lenard, Detroit. And without further ado, my Red Friday tune, a tribute to our troops.
Sunrise paints the barracks gray. Another dawn, another day. Boots on ground, miles away. We just hope and we just pray. Letters sent and not received. Hearts on sleeves, truly believe. Wearing red so they're not alone. Till every hero's coming home. Red Friday, every week. Red Friday, silent speak. Friday for the brave. Red Friday, souls to save. Remember everyone deployed. In every heart, in every voice. Remember everyone deployed. Standing strong, we make this choice. Put on this red shirt, same one as last week. Coffee in a thermos, the name's on my sleeve. Yellow little photo tucked into my phone. They're waking up in deserts. I'm driving alone. It's Red Friday. I remember everyone deployed. Heartbeat filling up a silent void. From the cul-de-sac to the convoy. From this small town to the sand. Red Friday, I wear you on my hands. Flag on the storefront, taped to the glass. Teachers in the hallway, letting the kids ask. Mama at the mailbox, praying for good news. Steam on the kitchen window, her eyes shining through. It's Red Friday, I remember everyone deployed. Heartbeat filling up a silent void. From the cul-de-sac to the convoy. From this small town to the sand. Red Friday, I wear you on my hands. can't lift your name, I can't walk your footsteps, but I can share the weight. So I'll stand here in Scarlet, tell you I'll come home. You are not forgotten, you're never alone. It's Red Friday, I remember everyone deployed. Heartbeat, filling up a silent void. From the cul-de-sac to the convoy, from this small town to the sand. Red Friday, I wear you on my head. 'Cause I wear red till you're back on this land. Red Friday. I remember where you stand.
Your letters mean everything out here.
We wear red every Friday for you.
It keeps us strong.
We remember everyone.
Joseph Leonard, stand up for what is right. Loves God and shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard. Shared his message over all the earth. God loves you, Joseph, for all you do. Stand strong and God bless you.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist Podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.